What's up, Gooners? Arsenal have reached a £34 million agreement to make their first outfield signing of the summer. Meanwhile, a world-class star is ready to snub Tottenham and join Arsenal instead. And Gary Neville has pointed out the Declan Rice problem that plagued England's entire World Cup. All that and much more coming up right now. But first, click the subscribe button because we bring you Arsenal news every single day and you don't want to miss out. Right? So subscribe right now, and without further delay, let's get into today's top stories. Gooners, Arsenal's transfer window has finally started moving. Up to now, Illan Meslier, joining as third-choice goalkeeper, has been the only new incoming. According to The Athletic, Arsenal have reached a €40 million agreement with Club Brugge for the signing of winger Christos Tzolis. The 24-year-old Greek international is in the process of finalising his move to the Emirates. Tzolis has been widely expected to come in as a replacement for Leandro Trossard, whose move to Besiktas was confirmed earlier this week. David Ornstein specifies that this is a separate deal entirely from Arsenal's ongoing pursuit of a more established left-wing option in Morgan Rogers or Bradley Barcola. Here's why Tzolis is such an exciting signing, and this is absolutely critical. Tzolis recorded 22 goals and 29 assists in 52 appearances in all competitions last season as Club Brugge won the Belgian Pro League title. The Greece international has been capped 34 times for his country, scoring 9 goals. And he's not without English football experience. He spent 3 seasons at Norwich City, making 30 appearances including 14 in the Premier League, before loan spells at Twente and Dusseldorf and his move to Brugge in 2024. Arsenal had been tracking him for some time, with it first being reported in June that a deal could be possible for around €40 million. The Gunners also made an inquiry to Juventus over Kenan Yildiz, only to be firmly told he was not for sale, which accelerated the move for Tzolis. In many ways, Tzolis combines the best qualities of both Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli, bringing pace and directness like the latter, and goal-scoring and technical ability in tight spaces like the former. Whether he can replicate that form in the Premier League is the big question. Meanwhile, Martinelli's own future remains uncertain, with Roma and Juventus having made inquiries. But finally, Arsenal look set to complete their first outfield signing of the window. 22 goals and 29 assists last season. Is Tzolis the perfect Trossard replacement? Or are we taking a gamble on Belgian league form translating to the Premier League? What's your take? While Tzolis arrives, there's another attacker we could steal from Tottenham. Gooners, Tottenham have been incredibly active in the transfer market this summer as they plan for a big year under Roberto De Zerbi. Spurs have so far spent £237 million this summer, having signed Jan-Paul van Hecke, Mateus Fernandes and Sandro Tonali, with Martin Dubravka, Andy Robertson and Marcos Senesi signing on free transfers. More now needs to be done in the transfer market in terms of the team's attack after their struggles in front of goal last season. According to Hand of Arsenal on X, here's what's happening with Morgan Rogers, and this is absolutely critical. Tottenham have shown some interest in a move for Aston Villa ace Morgan Rogers. Spurs strengthened in that area of the pitch last season with Xavi Simons joining in a big money transfer from RB Leipzig after initially failing in moves for Morgan Gibbs-White and Eberechi Eze. The potential addition of Rogers would elevate Tottenham's attack to the next level, with the world-class England international also capable of playing on the left wing, as well as in attacking midfield. But Arsenal could potentially deliver a hammer blow to Tottenham when it comes to Rogers. The Premier League champions are keen on a move for the ex-Middlesbrough man as they attempt to bolster their squad for the new campaign as they target more trophies. According to Hand of Arsenal on X, people at Arsenal maintain that Rogers is the top target for the winger and central attacker role. Amid Tottenham's interest, it is reported that Rogers is believed to be focused on a move to Arsenal if a deal can be agreed. Earlier this summer, it was reported that Aston Villa have placed a £130 million valuation on their star man. That's a massive fee, but if Rogers genuinely wants Arsenal over Tottenham, despite Spurs' interest, that gives Berta serious leverage in any negotiation. Rogers snubbing Tottenham for Arsenal despite their spending, is £130 million worth it for a player who actually wants to be here? Or is that just too much money for Aston Villa's winger? Let me know your thoughts. Finally, Gary Neville has exposed a serious problem with Declan Rice. Gooners, England are out of the World Cup. That is despite being 1-0 up against Argentina until the 85th minute, when they crumbled in devastating fashion as Lionel Messi set up 2 goals in the closing stages to win 2-1. There is at least one small comfort for Arsenal fans, though. None of the Premier League champions were on the field during the collapse. Noni Madueke, Eberechi Eze, and, bafflingly, Bukayo Saka didn't feature at all from the substitutes bench. But the bigger concern is Declan Rice, and Gary Neville has put it plainly. Listen to what he said on Stick to Football. But I just think, look, you look at today, Declan, definitely he's not been right since day one, has he? Look, that's a big problem for us, him not having the energy and the speed and the getting to the ball. We know what he's like. He's a fantastic player. He's not been right since day one, has he? No, he hasn't. As Roy Keane pointed out, Arsenal players carrying an injury at this World Cup has been a theme, unfortunately. And Rice looked absolutely frazzled after the DR Congo win earlier in the tournament. The £105 million midfielder has been managing a neural issue in his lower back and hamstring since around Christmas. He also battled illness before the Norway quarter-final and has never really looked quite like the dominant engine Arsenal fans know him to be at his best. Arsenal's medical overhaul this summer was directly inspired by the toll last season took on their players. Rice's World Cup has showed exactly why that overhaul was needed. Saka has also had to be carefully managed all summer, and to make matters worse, William Saliba is now facing 4 to 5 months out to recover from a back injury. Rice needs a proper rest and will need to be rotated more next season, which is exactly why it is so important that Andrea Berta gets the Bruno Guimaraes deal over the line. With the title defence beginning on August 21st, it wouldn't be surprising to see Rice sit out the first couple of games entirely. He deserves a proper, thorough rest. Rice running on fumes for the whole World Cup and Neville confirming it. Do we need to accept a slower start to next season to protect him, or can he just push through like always? What do you reckon? Arsenal get good academy news. Emerson Nwaneri commits future. Despite difficult summer Gooners, it has been a difficult summer for Arsenal's academy. Highly rated winger Kieran Thompson left for Newcastle. While midfielder Michel Nduka's situation remains up in the air, the Gunners also missed out on Jeremy Monga to Manchester City, despite a deal being close all summer. And concerns over Emerson Nwaneri's scholarship had been circulating since May, with the younger Nwaneri brothers' future far from certain. Now finally, some good news. According to Sam Dean of The Telegraph, here's the good news, and this is absolutely critical. Emerson Nwaneri has committed his future to Arsenal, agreeing a scholarship contract alongside a professional deal that kicks in when he turns 17 in August 2027. There had been lots of interest from elsewhere, including Chelsea and Manchester City, given the player's talent. But Arsenal have now secured his future. The Arsenal Academy has been in a state of transition all summer. Per Mertesacher's departure as Academy Director after 8 years created uncertainty at a crucial time for contract negotiations with young players. Keeping Emerson Nwaneri is an early sign that Pascal de Maishak's arrival as the new Academy Director may have steadied the ship. Emerson has been fast-tracked into the under-18s despite his age, earning England under-16 recognition along the way. He is not yet considered to have as high a ceiling as his brother Ethan. But there is a very good player in there. After a summer that has felt mostly negative on the academy front, this is a result. Small, but welcome. Losing Thompson and Monga but keeping Emerson Nwaneri, is this a genuine sign de Maishak has steadied the academy, or just one bright spot in an otherwise rough summer? Let me know what you think. That's it for today, Gooners. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and hit subscribe for Arsenal news every single day. And drop a comment letting me know, where are you watching from? London, Nigeria, USA? Let's see how global this Arsenal family is. Come on, you Gunners!